needs fix. Now this is where I'm saying the idea of the third force, and the third force doesn't have to be a political party. We, the rakyat, people power, that makes up the third force, right? The notion of a party or a movement or an NGO is the vehicle by which you want to push it forward. But you know, the human resource is the most important factor. It's the most important factor. So yeah, we want to push now. What I'm saying is this: we are hoping to push that. There is no reason why, say for instance, if we're having a Anak Bangsa Malaysia forum in JB, we can't double it up to make it also an anti-ISA. All right, and that's what I'm suggesting we think about. The other thing that Jay mentioned, and I think that's such an important agenda, voter registration. That's such an important agenda that we should think about, as I hope we are thinking about how we move forward, how we make the most of the grouping that has come together and build from this. These are the various agendas I think we should bear in mind that we want to carry forward. And we have to remember, my friends, that if we are serious about this, there's a lot of work. There's a lot of work, and we've got to shoulder it together because it lightens the burden. I've spoken too much. I'm going to pass this to Aloysius.
One more time for Harris, please. Yeah. There's a song that says it only takes a spark to get the fire going, and I think the blockhouse for me was a spark in opening up the blockhouse. It's when I saw these slides for the first time, and I was given this, and I found out at the end of the day, I think we must really give a hand to the guy who done a lot of work to put this together. So, Mr. Jayana, yeah, stand up, please. Yeah. We also don't want to forget why we came here tonight. The next 15 minutes. I would like anyone who spontaneously want to raise up brands for RPK and also all the other anti-ISA. But I think before we go to that, Munri from Suara would like to say something. Yeah, anything?
I need to say something. I think it's okay. It is about bringing the Malay bread. Now I have to say that it is quite difficult. I have been so far in upholding, the sort of thing, on the movement, and I have to be very careful. And only a few Malay friends I dare to do it because I know psychologically it is not right to. You won't get the other side unless you're very sure. And so I don't see how that can come about. That's not my quality.
Keep trying. Keep trying.
No, it's a reality. No, not true.
You push the boundary.
Keep pushing the boundary, exactly.
After that,
you never know.
Okay, good evening everyone. My name is Moon Hui. I'm from Suara, but today I stand here not on behalf of Suara, but as a friend for Elizabeth Wong. So I guess that every one of you know what happened to Ellie. And now she and also the state government also under pressure whether they want to accept her offer to resign or not. So as a voter, at the season of the Selangor, I want to hear from you. Are you want to accept her offer to resign? No. Yes, I think the message was clear. We don't want her to resign. We want her to stay as Adun, and we want her to stay as ESCO as well. So here I bring a few things here. I saw that there are some petition. You already signed the petition. What I hope that only you signed the petition was not enough. Yeah, I hope that you can bring back the petition, and get your friend to sign, and then fax it back to us. We need more and more signature to be signed, and then urging the Selangor state government, especially Tan Sri Khalid, who are going to meet with Sultan Wednesday, say that please reject Elizabeth from resign. Okay, I think the message was very clear. At the same time, I also want to brief you what is ongoing now. We have some online petition. The online petition, you can go to Google and search, I forget the name. You can search online petition reject. Until last night, they already had 4,600 people sign the petition. Send out the same message, and this afternoon at 2 o'clock we have started a rally in Bukit Lanjang, the Bandar Utama City Hall. We have about a few hundred people coming there, and we started the petition campaign. And then from there we moved to Kota Damansara, then we moved to Bukit Kasing, we moved to Bukit Anak Bangsa, which is about the hill, because of NE has too well in protecting the hill and to promote all the environmental issue in this 1 year. So there's a few significant places already there. This consider the first station I'm here. We already travel quite a lot of places this afternoon. So I hope that you all can give the cooperation and take back the petition and sign. Here also we have printed out some funding. So I hope that later on, before we finish, we can take a photo together holding the funding, and I hope that you all can bring back the funding, hang at your housing area. So let the message is sending out, So at the same time, we also have a page to update all the information. Yeah. Okay, so you can go to the page, it's Walk with Ellie at walkwith.elizabethwong.org. So all the news about Elizabeth you can find there. So I hope that you can bring up all this message, and then I hope that before we finish we can take photo together. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Before we end, we've got 10 minutes, and we did, when we sent out the SMS, that we also want to pray for him tomorrow. Before we begin the prayer, you can pray in whatever way you want, yeah. And as Anak Bangsa Malaysia, I think we are praying for a very special Anak Bangsa Malaysia tomorrow, and I believe the power of prayers. So before we begin the prayers, actually I prepared this note to give to RPK, but I never had a chance, so I just want to read it out. RPK has set a very high standard of service in his sacrifice and contributions in being a catalyst for change. RPK has shown us that with a pure heart of just willing to sacrifice at all costs, he has set the foundation for others to build upon. Although I teared when I read his probably last message to Malaysians, I also understand his current situation. As a Christian, he reminds me so much of St. Paul. And RPK is a visionary and missionary as much as St. Paul was in the book of Acts. Like St. Paul, he has traversed the country to bring his message for change and the necessity for revealing the truth. Arrested and imprisoned so many times, it did not deter him from doing whatever he could to bring about the change for the better of all Malaysians. Many of us may have joined RPK's bandwagon based on our common hatred for the evil ruling elites. Many of us realized later that RPK is not about hating the evil, but about his love for the nation and his love for all Malaysians of all races and beliefs. This we must not forget. I still hope that he may remain free after tomorrow. But if it should be, we must reaffirm RPK that he must lead Barisan Raya to greater heights, and that we will all play our part. If it is otherwise, we still have to learn how to regroup our forces to press on. RPK's sacrifices will not be in vain when we heed his call for us to carry on the good work he has begun. Yes, it pains me even as I write this note, but I believe I want to be a realist as much as RPK has been. Although many times he has been accused of being an idealist,